This is where having troops of quality is actually really coming in handy.
All right, so yeah, we'll keep our battle plans unbalanced. We don't want to get too aggressive, but we also want to get our land back in a timely fashion. Oh man, they're landing a lot of divisions now.
Well, they're trying to deliver a killing blow.
We might have to just like start dumping conscripts in Perth as soon as this focus finishes. So we're gonna have like a few elite units, and then everyone else is.
This is going okay.
This is going okay. We have the means to fight them off. If we do it smart, which is what we're doing. We have 4 divisions, so there's no reason we shouldn't be markering this like it's a freaking StarCraft match. Boom.
We're gonna drive you into the sea.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Not screwing around here. I'm gonna liberate Brisbane. This is actually quite fun. I do like playing
some challenge
in this way. Yeah. When you have a very small number of divisions and you can kind of just go for it and just micro your heart out. I love that kind of that style of play. Yeah, they're already retreating. They're pulling troops off of the Australian continent right now. This is this has become a rout, I think.
And go our Navy, by the way, which is we've got to get down there
right.
too.
We'll get there. This breakthrough is not long for the world. All right. Micro like a motherfucker. All right. Back out of this battle. I want you to join this battle. I want you to just stay put.
Before Melbourne falls, I hope we can win and start driving south.
So the division that liberates Melbourne's gonna get a special nickname, or if that liberates Brisbane's gonna get a special nickname for sure. Yeah, they don't have much organization left. I know where our organization is low. Stop pushing. Just stay there. Just... I don't need you to push right now. Okay, now I need you to push. They've taken one of our forts, which is going to make them harder to dislodge. Do what I say, not what the lines on the map tell you to do.
How's it going in the south? Are we managed? Oh my goodness.
We'll get to it. One thing at a time. This might be the story of the heroic fight for survival of Australia until the U.S. shows up to help us. Oh yeah, Bren Mark 1. Let's get some Bren guns in the hands of these motherfuckers. Let's go ahead and we need... Really? Really?
Oh man, what do we need for the rest?
Citizen military forces, which is... Where is that? Fight, worker perish, volunteer defense. Okay, it's right here.
Okay, well, change it to limited, and we'll get there. It's gonna take months to get there. So change it while we have the political power.
I don't think we can change it to anything right now.
We can change it to limited subscription.
No, we need the citizen military
force
of focus.
Okay.
Well, we can start bringing the ladies in soon.
Oh goodness.
So that is honestly the great weakness that I'm seeing of Australia, is that they're just not good at, or they don't have any way to get a lot of troops early on.
To be fair, we also thought that the Japanese were doing a token push when it was obviously much bigger. We lost 3 divisions that would be coming in so much handy right now.
I don't know why they're not executing my order right now.
You're out of org, aren't you?
I mean, it's recovering. Okay, they're gonna give up. They're gonna give up another province. All right.
Yes.
So how many divisions will that buy us? We've almost got another division ready to go. I think we should probably... Yeah, we'll deploy him in Brisbane, in Queensland. Train... Okay, we don't... Can we add another line to this one? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Add unit. Okay, that's... We don't even have the manpower for that yet. We're already on war economy. I guess we'll just save up political power for now. Volunteer Defense Corps.
Get it.
Assembled from older veterans and other citizens not in the regular army. They'll serve as a home guard to free up the army to take direct action against its enemies. Ideology, drift defense, foreign subversive activities. Not really what we need right now.
But we need to go down that tree, so...
Yeah, alright. You're surrounded. Urban terrain is going to be working in their favor, but... I think we're going to come out with a slight edge here. Okay, so our artillery is upgraded. We're not in a position to be building tanks right now. We should get improved infantry equipment, though. Still getting those Commonwealth bonuses.
We'll take them.
Yeah.
It's not the time to push for independence, to be blunt.
So they've got Marines, they've got a motorized, and they've got regular leg infantry, which are about to be destroyed. Well, not destroyed, but they're about to be out of org. Our guys are doing much better pound for pound org-wise. 88% trained. We'll take it. We'll take every division.
Yes!
All right. So we retook Brisbane.
They all did it.
So
they
whichever
all did
one
it.
has the most experience, they're almost equal. 11%, 9%, 11%.
They all deserve the honor, as far as I'm concerned.
These guys took the most of a beating. So let's go ahead. We'll call them the 4th Infantry. These guys can be the Brisbane Bruisers. Brisbane, I suppose, is how they pronounce it.
Ah, you mother effers.
All right, this is our priority right now. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, the blob is the priority, and we want to save Melbourne if we can.
Yeah, I think we can retake Sydney and Canberra from behind their backs. So let's. All right, pause. Just you. Pause. Just you. Okay, good. They're on a fast train to Melbourne, so that's good. That's what we want to be doing. Want to get to Melbourne. There are no troops adjacent to Melbourne. Trotsky survives assassination.
Interesting.
After a violent struggle in his Mexico City home earlier today, Leon Trotsky killed a would-be assassin with the ice axe the man tried to attack him with. The killer has been identified as a Spanish national, believed to have been in the employ of the NKVD. Trotsky was once the top lieutenant. Yeah, we know that. Trotsky denounced the attempt on his life as yet another cowardly plot hatched by Stalin to silence his critics. So let's look at our Belgium has capitulated. Dark times indeed. How close are these guys?
They're close.
92%. Okay, so we might be able to send them north to do some good up there.
And we're going to have the political power to do a lot of stuff when we have the ability to do so.
Alright, so France is getting rolled. Now that Belgium has capitulated, the Maginot Line is no longer in existence. They're not going to be long for this world. Alright, so we have defenders in Melbourne. That's good. I want you also in Melbourne, and I want you to attack north from Melbourne to take the closer bank of this river. We are going to be fighting in some hilly terrain here, but they don't have mountaineers and neither do we, so that shouldn't really be to anyone's particular advantage. If we can re-seize the urban centers on the coast, I think we will be in a much better position. Luxembourg and France capitulated on the same day.
Oh, man.
Luxembourg held out as long as France.
And Germany
that's
ate France. No Vichy, no. They just ate them.
Hey, guys!
This is starting to be surprisingly, apocalyptically entertaining.
Well, that's the thing. I wanted a game where I wanted to set the game up in such a way. Fall of Paris. Capital was declared an open city by French forces moments before their last units retreated. Several columns of German troops. Yeah. That's all historical stuff. That actually happened. Okay, so they're attacking us. That's exactly what I wanted. And now they're out of org. So we can do this shit. I don't know why I'm marching through Melbourne specifically when I know that that's the only enemy unit close by.
And you're absolutely right, by the way. They blobbed. They blobbed with one division.
Yeah, that's something the AI does a lot in this game. They'll plan an invasion, but they won't plan how to.
Sydney has been liberated.
Hold the territory afterwards. All right. So these guys. Okay, so that's the Darwin Devils. They already have a nickname. These guys should maybe get. Well, they didn't actually recapture Melbourne, but if you guys have any historically based names, cool names that we could give to our Australian infantry divisions, let us know in the comments. Any cultural Australian stuff that we might not
know of,
as
frankly.
Americans, yeah. All right, so Canberra.
We both have strong personal ties to a lot of Australian buddies.
I have an aunt and uncle, 2 cousins who live in Australia. We both have good friends, the same friends who live in Australia. Who are
Ooh. Aha.
Vichy France has declared war on real France. Second armistice at not going to try to pronounce that. So
Compagne.
So the French government in exile is now relegated to North Africa, where not a lot of fighting is. Well, actually, I take that back. A lot of fighting is happening there.
Look at Italy not being as bad as it was.
You know, last game I played, when I was playing my test game for this expansion of South Africa, I didn't even give Italy any buffs, and they took Suez. Almost single-handedly. By the way, okay, so the Raj is holding French Indochina, not doing so well. Has the Siamese Empire joined the Axis? Yes, they have. So,
dark times.
Please, Brits, please hold that. Wait, is that our new division?
Flight of Rudolf Hess.
So he was arrested by the Home Guard soldiers in Scotland yesterday after parachuting from a heavy fighter.
That's good, though. Hess provided a lot of stuff.
All right, let's... Oh, this is going to be perfect. If we cut them off from the coast, they're going to be just taking attrition constantly. So these guys are trained. They're not quite up to regular status yet, so they're not going to fight as well. Did they really pull all of their forces? They probably took Sydney and went home, is what it's looking like happened. All right. So let's just figure out the most efficient way to piss in their coffee and call it a day. You guys can just hang out. New Guinea, don't care.
Honestly.
I mean, we lost. New Guinea's a lost cause. Let's be honest.
It really is.
So these are the new guys. These are the guys that are going to have to prove themselves. Tasman Sea. Oh, okay, so that's the Imperial Japanese Navy right there. That's the
goodbye our navy.
That's the death knell of our status as a naval power. So at this point, we're defending the home continent and waiting for the United States to enter the war before we plan any sort of offensives. This is officially a defensive war for the Australian people at this point. We are going to just be fighting for our lives against the Japanese for the foreseeable future, and they gave up their position on the hill. They gave up the high ground. Anakin, have the high ground. It's over.
The smartest thing that happened in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, Revenge of the Sith wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. It was good, pulpy sci-fi fun.
Election, wartime exception. Australia is in a state of war. Normally an election would be held at this time, but being in the midst of an important conflict, many argue that we cannot afford Many argue that cannot afford should come about. Swedish people not writing
Can't afford
English
to spend
good.
time on political campaigning.
Meanwhile, others claim that declaring the ongoing war a valid reason for skipping elections is the first step towards eroding Australian democracy. After all, letting military matters take precedence over the people's influence could be a slippery slope. So we hold elections as usual, +5 national unity. Take care of such matters when this war is through. We gain political power, lose national unity, and
not worth it. We've been stalking.
Especially, we need every point of national unity so that we can hold out in a desperate defense from the outback if we need to.
Yep.
Like if Perth is our only remaining... Look, they just died.
Yep.
They actually... We cut off their supplies and they starved to death in the outback. Didn't you ever watch any of those Discovery Channel shows about how dangerous the Australian wilderness is? Do they even hold a port? Yeah, those guys would die too. Left to their own devices. As soon as we cut off their access to the... Yeah. That's a beach, man. That's a beach, bro. That ain't no harbor. You're not going to be getting no reinforcements from there.
And
there
they go. Attrition's
right.
Attrition's a bitch.
Was that the new guys?
Nope, the new guys are still marching up north.
So they liberated. Well, so they cut off the enemy from supplies. What would be a cool nickname for
the constrictors?
Yes, I like that.
Or the anacondas.
Are there anacondas in Australia?
No, but it's a well-known large snake that squeezes stuff.
So this is going to be... Do we not have a 3rd Infantry
the
Division?
Brisbane Boas.
We don't have... Let's call them the... So these are going to be the new 3rd Infantry, and they'll be the Aussie Anacondas.
I dig it.
The first person to quote that Nicki Minaj song in the comments gets banned from our channel forever.
You're gone. You're gone, sir.
Yeah, okay, so we have liberated the home continent. We're losing literally everything else, but that's okay.
And look at the Dutch actually helping.
We are completely out of manpower, so until we finish...
What is the States doing over there?
They're being isolationists. They're
research.
FDR is president, which is a good sign because he'll push for intervention. But yeah, we should look at their status of them as a nation, actually. So diplomacy, Philippines is a puppet. Guaranteed the independence of every North American
they went down the
nation.
New Monroe Doctrine.
Yeah, they're building the arsenal of democracy.
That's awesome, by the way.
They've sent... Okay, so they are sending volunteers to the UK, to Canada, New Zealand.
New Zealand, not us. Hey, bro.
Yeah, what? Where's our volunteers?
Hey, bro.
You're sending it to every other Commonwealth nation except for us.
Hey, bro.
If we missed a pop-up of the U.S. offering volunteers, we sincerely apologize. I don't believe that happened though. Raiding convoys? Oh, they're raiding our trade convoys, but we still have plenty of those. So we're
And look at
okay.
the Dutch helping out up in. Doing what they can.
They are. They're helping kind of liberate.
Well, they're making the Japanese focus on other things.
Honestly, if we didn't have to worry about the threat
Look at the U.S., dude. They took an island.
Where are they? Oh, no, that's.
Oh, did I misread
French,
the flag?
That's French Caledonia, so they're just... It is U.S. troops, but they're garrisoning it. They didn't take anything. So they're trying to protect French Caledonia from the Japanese, basically.
You've got to think that is going to mean... Nice. You've got to think, though, that's going to mean mounting tension between the Japanese and the States. That's good for us.
Yeah.